Alam mo, hindi ko talaga alam kung anong nangyari.
So, may aminin ako, hindi ko kamukha si Liza Soberano. Ang kaya ko lang gawin is mag-makeup at mag-emote. So, binigyan ko yung sarili ko ng pagkakataon na maging Liza Soberano for a day. So, pinush ko na all the way. What's up guys? It's Nick and today I wanted to do a Liza Soberano inspired makeup from her recent movie which is Alone Together. So alam ko medyo late na ako in the bandwagon because I just recently watched it actually, and it's a real good movie if you guys haven't watched it. But most of all, I really like Liza Soberano's makeup, so I was like, let's do a video about it. Before we get into the video of recreating this makeup look, Before we get into this makeup look of recreating Liza's makeup in the movie, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that red button, and while you're at it, click the notification bell so that you are notified in my upcoming videos. And I better stop talking and let's get on to the video. Okay, so obviously, medyo mala yung itsura ko kay Liza Soberano. So we need to like fix this right now. I really like yung makeup ni Liza dun sa movie when she became mature na and she started working. Like, her makeup there is super on point. That's kind of my actual day-to-day work makeup. So I super can relate with how she did her makeup there. So first is a foundation. So I have two options for you guys, affordable options. First is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless and the Maybelline Super Stay 24-Hour Foundation. It really just depends on your preference. The Maybelline Fit Me is, I feel like, mas beginner friendly siya because you don't really feel the foundation on your skin, but it doesn't last as long compared to the 24-hour Super Stay Maybelline foundation because it really lasts longer, but you can definitely feel the foundation on your skin. What I like to do is just pump this at the back of my hand, like 2 pumps. So I'm going to apply this and use a beauty sponge to dab this all over my face. I feel like Maybelline foundations, they really do well in matching the foundation for Filipinas and just Asian skin in general. So as you can see, I'm just blending that all over my neck as well. So obviously, in the picture, Liza Soberano is much fairer, so much fairer than me, but I don't want to pick a foundation that's too light. So you still always want to make sure that you get the right match, of course. While I'm pouncing my foundation, I want to know like your guys' thoughts about the movie. Definitely hindi siya yung usual cliche Filipino movies na parang, you know, slow motion and then they kiss. I really like the plot of this movie. It's very, I guess, somehow realistic and not super dramatized. In fairness, acting ni Enrique and ni Liza Soberano, sobra silang match. Okay, so I really took time in blending my foundation because I wanted to look flawless and no patchiness at all. And I really like this foundation for that because it's super seamless to blend. I noticed that she didn't have any eye bags or dark circles at all in that promo photo. So I'm going to be generous with my concealer, and usually I put it here in this inner corner. And I'm using the Wet n Wild Concealer Corrector Photo Focus Concealer. This is a good, affordable concealer. They say it's like the dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. I don't know if that is, but it is a good concealer nonetheless. So I'm going to apply that in this inner area as well to brighten the face. So it looks a lot right now, but when I blend it with a sponge, it's going to be all good. So basically, yung ina-achieve ko na look is yung nandun na sila ulit ni Enrique sa Sunken Garden when they grew up na. Tapos medyo nag-emote-emote sila dun sa gabi, diba? So, yun yung itatry natin i-achieve today. Emphasis on try. Because, you know, I feeling ko kahit anong gawin ko, hindi ko pero makamukha si Liza Soberano. But, we can always try. So as you can see, that concealer instantly brightened my face, and that's what we are going for. And then we are going to apply powder, and you know, I always use the COTY AIRSPUN loose face powder to just set my under eye concealer. You can also just use your face powder. I'm just applying powder where I need it because I noticed in the photo she doesn't look too flat It's very like glowing and fresh still. So I don't want to look too flat if I put a lot of powder. And then I noticed na she has a little bit of bronzer and that really bright berry blush and a little bit of highlight to make her cheekbones pop. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm using the ColourPop bronzer, which is my favorite affordable bronzer right now because it really has good color payoff and it really has a natural bronze to the face. Because right now you can see na parang medyo flat ako tingnan, but when I put bronzer, it kind of adds that natural chisel, you know, natural lift. So I'm just applying that here ever so slightly. I'm not going to put a lot because I noticed that it's very subtle how they did Liza's makeup. So I'm just going to dust that a little bit. I'm going to apply this blush, which is the Plum Rose shade from the Butter Blush collection. So I'm just going to use the same brush and apply that to my cheeks. And then highlight. I didn't notice like if there was a specific like popping highlight, but what I did notice is that her skin wasn't flat. Like it's very glowing and fresh looking. So I'm using a very like wet looking highlight, and this is the Pixie highlight, and it's in the shade Subtle Sunrise, and I will use the more champagne-y color right here. I'm just going to use my favorite highlight brush right now, which is the ColourPop F5 brush, and I'm just going to paint that on. So what I actually want to talk about here is I feel like hindi rin siya masyado napag-usapan in general. First, overall, it's a good movie. Like, it's a really like unique story because it really helped like talk about pagmamahal sa sarili mong bansa and also just having courage to reach for your dreams, you know, push yourself and not be afraid to make the what ifs happen. Like, I really like that part of the movie. But what I kind of, you know, parang medyo napaganon ako, and with my boyfriend also when we watched the movie, and what we noticed is that angle of like cheating. Si Liza at si Enrique, they were both in serious committed long-term relationships, and then when they saw each other, parang they kind of rekindled that romance or like that love that they had 5 years ago. So parang alam mo nang may history kayo, alam mo nang may pinagdaanan kayo eh. Tapos lapitan mo siya, tapos sabihin mo na gusto mo magkita tayo or tara inom tayo. Parang sinabi mo na, parang alam mo na may mangyayari eh. Syempre parang sa tingin mo mag-usap lang kayo tapos goodbye. Yun lang yung parang napailing lang ako, like yung part na parang cheating, kasi I feel like nagiging common theme na siya or common part of the story na siya sa mga movies na na-realize sila na mahal pala ng isang tao while they were in a relationship. So, yun na ba yung pinopromote natin ngayon sa mga movies na you only realize something of value or something that you love when you already lost them? I feel like the moment that you ask yourself na wala namang mali dito, there's nothing wrong with what I'm doing, and then before you know it, those little things become, you know, a really big wrong thing, big mistake that you've done, and then you realize na baka nag-cheat ka na. So, yun lang yung part ng movie na medyo, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Is it just me that's kind of overthinking that part of the movie? So, we're mostly done with the face. Actually, no, we're all really done. So, we're going to do the eye area, and I feel like this is the crucial part, which is the eyebrows, because Liza's eyebrows are like, ang ganda niya na kahit wala siyang kahit di niya fill in. So obviously I have microblading on, which really helps. I noticed with Liza's eyebrows is that it's really like thick here. It's a straight thick brow. It's not angled for the most part. So I'm going to create that straight line over here at the top first, because that really helps guide me and not go overboard with the brow. And it really helps me make sure that I create that shape that I want, which is more straight than angled. So I'm going to try not to fill in my eyebrows too much. I'm going to fill in the front part ever so slightly. And so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna avoid having that block of eyebrow and just mimic hairs. Ito na yun, guys. Parang ito na yung pinaka-best ko. Yeah. Kinda looks crazy right now, but I feel like it's gonna come together later. I mean, it should come together. That looks good for me. I'm just going to fill in the other brow. Alam mo yung feeling na si Liza, yung pag wala siyang makeup, yung pagising niya, yun yung itsura ko pag nag-effort ako mag-makeup. Yun yung talaga literal na siya yung I woke up like this. Ako yung I woke up like this with makeup. Dab it like this so that there aren't harsh lines in the middle. So it looks more youthful and fresh. Next is eyeshadow. So before anything, I always apply eye primer so that my eyeshadows will stick and it will not crease. And as you can see, it evened that discoloration in my lid area. And then I just set that with whatever powder I have so that the eyeshadows will go on top smoothly. I noticed in her eyeshadow, it's quite neutral and natural. So I'm just using the ColourPop Dream Street palette because I feel like it has all the colors that I need. So I'm just using this like neutral brown shade all over my crease. So I feel like with eyeshadow, it's easier to start with super subtle, like dipping into the eyeshadow palette instead of like going a lot and then you can't go back. Mahirap siya i-reverse, you know? So just build as you go based on your desired intensity. I'll zoom you guys in. I feel like we're so far. So I'm not being too precise because I feel like hindi masyadong cut yung crease na dito. And then we're just gonna add a little bit of like that berry feel in our crease area. I'm going to mix this shade and this shade, these two shades. So again, I'm not being too precise with this because I feel like her eyeshadow is very much blown out. And then I'm just gonna use the brush a while ago and just blend that all together. What I also like to do is using the blush, and I'm going to apply that in my crease area so that it has that blush shade also here, and it just kind of matches everything. And then I don't think she has anything in her lower lash line, but I just want to add a little bit of something there, which is the brown shade that I put in my upper. A little bit here. I'm not gonna smoke this out at all, just a little bit over here. Just adds that little bit of dimension versus this one. And then I believe she kind of has a little bit of definition in her upper lash line. Besides mascara, there's a little bit of liner there that I detect a little bit. And then I feel like crucial step is curling the eyelashes and applying mascara because I notice her eyelashes are very lifted and just open. So I really like wiggling it sa roots muna. Diyan yung majority of the product dapat. And then you just wiggle it pataas once you have all of that product in the roots, so that the upper area will look fluffy. So just so you know, wala akong pupuntahan pagkatapos nito. Wala akong movie, wala akong meeting kasi holiday ngayon. So just doing this for the video for you guys. Okay, so I feel like we are good to the eyes. I really like how it turned out. I feel like we got close to that photo, and I'm not going to apply any mascara in my lower lash line because I noticed that in her photo it's quite bare. And then for lipstick, I kind of wanted to have a variety of this because in the movie she had a lot of different types of bold lipsticks actually, and I wouldn't be surprised na it would be like the part of the Maybelline Creamy Mattes collection. And to be honest, the Maybelline lipsticks, they're really quite good, and one of my favorites would be like Touch of Spice, and I have here Clay Crush. And she had a range of different type of lipsticks. She had like really bold burgundy, berry, red lipsticks, and also like nude shades. But if you want to have a like pop-in bright shade in the middle of red and berry, I've always loved the NARS Audacious lipstick in the shade Audrey. Like, she probably used a lip liner first, but I'm always lazy to put on lip liners, so I don't do that anymore. And I just don't like the effect on my lips. It makes my lips really big, and I don't like the look of that. I feel like it's a lot, so I just usually just use a lipstick and just go straight on and just wish for the best. It looks nice and it doesn't go all over the place. So yeah, before we finish this look, I need to tie my hair in the same way na I don't have the same length of hair, but my hair is in the middle and I'm just going to tie it. And then spray some setting spray. I feel like this is important because her skin really looks dewy and glowy. this is the best we could go. My best attempt. So this is the completed makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed my drama, my kwentuhan, and just the whole makeup process. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell before you leave. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!